What's up, Tempo family? It's your girl Tiana here, wishing you a happy Monday. Today, our featured artists are Uplift and Talis from Jamaica, who released their music video, Limbo, which is now airing on Tempo during our music video blocks throughout the day. And for those who are watching who are interested in having their music video aired on the Caribbean's #1 entertainment channel, you can submit your music video to me directly at tcolbert@temponetworks.com, and I will help you get your music video featured across the Caribbean and the tri-state area. Reach the masses and get your music video the exposure that it truly deserves. So once again, thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining me today.
Yeah, man, blessed.
It's a pleasure.
So I'd like to start by asking, Talis, when did you first realize that you wanted to, Talis, excuse me, when did you first realize that you wanted to pursue a career in music?
High school days, because we were like, all my friends were like beating the decks, and who's an artist who is already in the industry, like Bounty Killer, them they're from Jamaica in a dancer. Say, yo, all right, me I be in class, and from them time there, I have the love feed from school.
Can you still hear us? You're cutting out a little bit. So I'll go ahead and ask Uplift, how did you get started in the music industry? When did you realize that you wanted to pursue music?
Well, it's all from my thing is a family thing, we all musician, and I mean, it's not a thing that I kind of expect I would, go into fully. I used to do such my brother, sister, and my family, playing because we have a family bands, I mean? But I was the one who always on the outside looking in, I mean, watching them at concert. And yeah, just a little motivation from there. And I always have a little connection. I'm the type of guy who like to network, get a couple of friends on shows and stuff like that. So one night, smoke up some weed, some little thing, and feel nice, and decide I'm going on stage. Get boo and back a fling after me, and I say, yo, you're not good, you know what I mean? So a friend kind of encouraged me. I said, oh, yo, you have a nice voice, man. You have a wicked voice. So just continue. And that's how I started to work, and I started to write, meet this girl, started to write song for her, and that's how my writing still started. Yeah. So, I'm the guy who play like almost every instrument. So I used to just walk in my back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
impressive.
Yeah. So that's how the whole thing started. The love started to develop, right? And we started to see the light and potential. So we just decided to just, pursue the career and stuff.
So would you consider yourself a classically trained music artist since you played instruments growing up?
I would say that because I was self-taught, right? There's no one teach me how to play, instrument or anything like that. But playing an instrument also give me a way of kind of monitoring my voice. Vocals start to get more developed, because you start to understand chords and riff and all that stuff. So that's where it started to develop, right?
And how did you and Talis come together to work on Limbo? How did you guys meet? Let's start there.
It's kind of a crazy story where because I can move from
whatever you're allowed.
I moved from Jamaica, right? From Jamaica to Australia. There's a history with my journey, what I mean, before I even run into Talis, right? So here in Canada, I'm doing my thing. I'm a producer, I'm a promoter. I'm like, trying to create all that. So I'm doing the whole business side of everything. So I decided to get back to the roots and the culture, because I'm not just a dancehall reggae artist, right? You know what I mean? It's more of an international flavor and stuff like that. If you listen to Limbo, you kind of feel that little crossover thing. So I have this beat, and I'm like, yo, I need an artist on this. So I reach out to one of my friend in Jamaica and like, yo, you know, it's time for me to start do some things back a yard. So introduce. I was thinking about. I don't know if I should call the artist name, but maybe I should. You know what I mean? Whatever. It is what it is. So I reach out to someone to reach out to Idonia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know, my friend was like, "Yo, just love out that man. We have a bad artist, like bad, you know. Yo, just use him. This are the man." And we start, connection make and number exchange, and we start to talk. And then I send the beat, and like I wasn't even ready for the project to the fullest as yet. And as I send the beat, it was like, and it sent me something. I'm like, yo, bro, that was quick, you know what I mean? So we've been talking for pretty much a year before actually, and we've been like really close, like my bro, before I even meet him in person. So and it just go from there, just like it just Limbo. It's all right. I'm gonna just go Jamaica and we're just a project, and it's just more project on top of project. You know what I mean? So it's when the vibes right and the connection, you know, everything just flow and it just wherever the wind blow, right?
And how did having both of you guys on this track improve the track, like make it what it is? What did you each like give to it to make it the masterpiece that it is?
Yeah, the thing about this track is
bring to this song? What did Talis bring to this song?
the thing about it, Talis is a straight yard man, you know, Jamaican vibes, you know what I mean, the dance hall, and me is a more of a singer, more R&B, you know, whatever, you know, pop, whatever. So that kind of give the song a different vibes and flow to the song. And then the good thing about it now, I wasn't even 100% thinking about like have this song as a dance song, but then Shelly Belly, Boise, Energy Kid, you know, Lookalike, all the dancers from Kingston get involved. So we started to think about like, I talked to Shelly Belly about it, and it was like, yo, bad tune, man. You know what I mean? You talk about Limbo and thing, and you talk about Bogle. So now the whole thing started chipped in where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just have a dance competition. So we started a dance competition in Jamaica, where we give away like 30,000 for the best dance, and it was like a lot of kids were involved in it too, which was kind of surprising. Not the way that I wanted to go, but it swing to that way where like the person who it was a kid. It was
Okay.
I'm like, yo, you know what, make the thing flow, and you know what I mean? Because if you get kids involved in your stuff and they love it, then that mean like, yo, you're doing something right. So it just go from there, from that to that, and we go Kingston. I know a few of the dancers from, you know, before I leave Jamaica. So it is develop a friendship and stuff with the dancers and stuff in Kingston also.
And it's funny that you bring up the dancers because my next question was about the selection process for the beautiful dancers that were in the music video, the video vixen. How did you decide, you know, which women you were going to pick to be dancing in this music video?
Because we've been with the video guy, we've been going back and forth for like months, like sending
For
photos, you know.
months.
Yeah, it's been a long process. Like, yo, this is what I want, this is where I want to go, and so send me some photo of some girls, and you know what I mean, before I go down, because I didn't really know the location, and a lot of these people I never really met before. So like they just send me stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. That's good. That's all right. I like this. I like that. You know, and then Talis is in Jamaica, who is kind of monitoring everything, and you know, we just come up with the whole idea and everything. You know.
And where was this music video shot?
I forgot the first scene exactly where, but I know with the dancers and stuff like that, that was in Jamestown. That's like right at Shelly Belly, Energy, and you know that's their playground. So we shoot it right there. We just get all the dancers just come and involve in everything.
And what inspires you guys to pick that location to shoot this music video, or that part of the music video? How did it help tell the story?
For me, it's like I always want to go back to the roots and culture in certain ways. So doing
Love
that
that.
was a part of my dream. Is like, I want to, because I've been shooting video here and it's more of on an international level. I kind of want to go back Jamaica and have that Jamaican feel, that
Uh-huh.
Jamaican look. You know what I mean? Like just keep it real. Art and the culture. Just kind of show what is on a different side of me in the
Mm-hmm.
music.
And Talis, can you hear us? Okay, not yet, but you'll
Yeah,
work on that. But my next question, I would love to hear about a pivotal moment in your music career that felt significant. Either of you guys can answer. I'm not sure if Talis can hear us at the moment. Can you hear us, Talis?
yeah. Can you? Yes, I can hear you.
You can? Okay, can you tell us about a pivotal moment in your music career that was significant to you?
Well, I don't think
When Jamaica can go to different country, a different type of people,
Mm-hmm.
I hear me.
I can hear you. Okay, and what about you, Uplift? Can you tell us
You
about a
guys
pivotal moment in your
hearing me?
Oh yeah, well, we can hear you a little bit. You're in and out. I can hear you now. He's cutting out, unfortunately. So I may
yeah.
have to move this question to you, Uplift.
Okay, could you repeat that question, because like
Sure.
I get so caught up
I
trying to
would love to
figure out
hear
what's
about
going on.
a pivotal moment in your music career that felt significant to you, that you remember, something close to your heart.
There are two moments, right? Because like this is one thing that I always want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
My first show, which is like one of my biggest show until today, is
Uh-huh.
a show in St. Elizabeth called Back to School Jam. No, I mean, I didn't consider myself as a musician at that moment. I just have opportunity to get on stage, and now you go on stage and stuff like that. And when and I'm gonna call a name, I mean, when GT Taylor, which is big radio disc jockey in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
when people start to fling after me on stage and start to boo me on stage, and my friends started to hide in the crowd because like apparently I was horrible, you know what I mean? And he looked at me like, yo, the music scene is not for you. You should go do farming. So that was a form of disrespectful, but
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing that keep me going until today, where I promised myself I would never go on stage, and I'm just gonna go on stage and do my all. Like, you know what I mean? If I
Mm-hmm.
even have to fall on stage, I'm just gonna give it my all and stuff like that. So that's something that keep like motivating me, right? That's like I would never want to get back in that situation, you know what I mean? The next thing is as a Jamaican and come to move to Canada, British Columbia,
Mm-hmm.
right? I started open for artists like T.I., Akon, Shaggy, Sean
Oh
Kingston and stuff.
wow.
Yeah.
A lot of big
So that
names.
yeah, a lot of international artists, because as I said, I kind of have a mixture of like, I mess with the hip hop, pop, whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm like sitting right in between of dancehall, reggae, pop, you know what I mean? So Sean Kingston was that show was even up to now, that's the show that keep me motivated, because most time I went back, I would go back and look at that show like, yo, yeah, like, yo, I'm gonna kill that show there, because him himself have to
Nice.
run on stage and like, yo, because the crowd was like all
I
over
love
the
John
place.
Kingston, so I get it.
So that's something I keep close to my heart, just to remind myself where I'm coming from. And sometimes you forget about
Mm-hmm.
like you're doing good, but sometimes you lose that moment where you're like, yo, this thing hard, because music is hard, the music world is
Yeah.
hard. Sometimes you get depressed, and that's one of my go-to motivation when I really want to get back in certain vibes, and I just look back on certain shows and stuff like that, and like, you know what, it's not a bad thing. A lot of people like to be in this situation. I'm pretty much doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes,
know, so
many. Some watching right now.
yeah, so it's a vibes, you know, it's a vibes.
Did you guys write your own verses for Limbo?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And
Talis is a very talented writer, you know. He's a very good artist. So whenever like
Yeah, most
we
definitely.
have like maybe like 4 songs together, right? I know we're here talking about Limbo, but we have like a lot of projects together because he's as soon as I send him a project, he's like right on it. Like sometimes I'm just like, just check this out, man, and then he just record on it, and there it goes, and then I'm like, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? But he write his own verse, I write my own. We just communicate and like, okay, this is where we want it to go. This is what we're searching for. Because we're hitting for the international market. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? So we have to just keep brainstorming about stuff and like where we want to
Mm-hmm.
go with music.
What was your creative process like for writing your verses, Talis? What was your creative process like when you were writing your verse for Limbo?
To Talis,
Yeah, if you can hear me.
I don't think Talis hearing what's going on, you know.
Okay, and I will ask you, Uplift. How did you
Mine
come up with your
is,
specific lyrics?
you know, it was nothing too complicated. It's just me in my own world and my own vibes, you know. Like I never write in my whole entire life. I never write. Like I just hear the beat and I just like, you know, hum and copy stuff. Then I'll call up my bridge and like, yo, I'm coming to the studio, and I just go into the studio and kind of lay it down. You know, so I like it's just where whatever I feel, how I feel, or just the vibes. I never really write none of my verse or chorus.
And what aspect of this music video production did you get the most enjoyment out of partaking in?
You know, it's the to be honest, all of it, you know, but you know, the pool party scene, because it was like
Yeah,
everybody
like a
just vibes, you
full party
know, having
production.
it was more than a video shoot. No, I mean everybody was just having fun. Like in the meantime, I went to Jamaica, I was like vacation and stuff like that. So I enjoyed the moment of, you know, having everybody together, you know, partying, shooting videos. So it wasn't like intense or everybody just be themselves. As you can see that in the video, it was more than just a video shoot. Everybody just having fun, enjoying the moment. So the pole scene was good, and going into Jamestown and see you're walking in that community, and people's like, yo, video shoot, and these kids never really see me before, you know, the kids that win the competition. So when they see me in person, it was a joy for them to run up to me and like, yo, it's you. And I'm like, yeah, you know, so I kind
Uh-huh.
of enjoy the whole moment of everything, you know.
And you said you guys are working on a lot of other songs right now, or you guys have done a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
songs. What are you guys working
yeah.
on right
I have
now
a
that
I have a
for us
new
to look forward to?
so
What?
I have a new project that's out. We just me and that project name. The name of that song is London Girl, which is doing pretty good right now. The video is out and stuff. But I have another project with me and Talis. That I did 2 videos in Jamaica when I went down last year, September. So we did Call Me and London Girl. So Call Me is featuring Talis also. And we have one more project, We Don't Care, with Talis. So we have like 3, 4 projects on the go.
Awesome. And where can we purchase you guys' music to support your music?
All platform. It's like all over the place, you know, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and you know what I mean. So you just type in Uplift, Future and Talis, you know, Limbo, and then you know what I mean. Talis disappear again.
He's doing his best. We're grateful to
Yeah,
have him. He's here. And
yeah,
where
yeah.
can followers follow you on social media?
So on Instagram, you know, the Real Uplift, and TikTok, The Real Uplift, Twitter, The Real Uplift, Facebook, The Real Uplift.
Would
And
you
if you
happen
want
to
to find,
know Talis's social media?
yeah, Talis, the hash boss.
And before we wrap things up, is there anyone on your team that you'd like to give a shout out to?
So the man himself, may have to big up Ed Nice, and the man that, the man who monitor the whole thing. So we have to big up Ed Nice, and we have to big up Roxy, and we have to big up Reggae PRC, and we have to just big up the whole team. Because the craziest thing about it, a lot of these people, that I'm working with, we don't know each other in person. It's just networking.
Digitally?
Yeah, it's just networking. But you know what? I feel more comfortable and happy because over the whole thing we build a bond, we build a relationship, we build a teamwork, and everybody just know that them on the same page, going towards the same goal. So big up everybody who support, the teamwork, make the dream work. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is right.
And Talis, is there anyone on your team you want to give a shout out to before we wrap things up?
Yeah, man. Even though me a chip out, you don't know. Big up Edna's music. You don't know Uplift music. You don't know, brother. You don't know a thing where I come from a far away. So you don't know loyalty. And we just go and put in the work and do the good thing. You don't know. Big up J music. Said we. Everybody where I work with, you don't know. Big them up, man. AR music. You don't know. Fully ash.
Yeah, and the next thing, Jeff, legendary Jeff, from Nigeria to Germany and things. So we can't live out the Nigerian them and the German people.
Wow, that's all over the world.
Yeah, man. Network, this is why the internet is so powerful, because, you can reach out to everybody. Everything is at a hand distance, right? So it's all about the networking, and but that's why I encourage also the younger artists, them just like myself, who's trying, it's all about, putting in the work and perseveration, and you can't really sit and wait to make the thing happen for you after the squat it. Now, one thing we learn about the whole music thing right now, because a lot of people never even expect how to reach that far. Even though I'm not where I want to be right now, but it's just when the more people try to say like, yo, you're not gonna make it, it's like them give me that push. The more I push, so to everybody who watch live and stream, just keep pushing and go towards the goal. If anybody tell you that you're not gonna make it, you have to just push. You know what I mean? That's a channel. That's just an obstacle. You know what I mean? You have to just get over the barrier there and just keep going. Never stop, non-stop. Just go at it. You know what I mean? Must connect.
Very well said. Thank you both, Talis and Uplift, for joining me for this interview. It was a pleasure getting to know you both. Limbo is now airing on Tempo during our music video blocks, and it's on the Tempo Network's Tempo Plus app. So download the app so you can watch Limbo as much as you want, anywhere, anytime. I will be in touch with you guys, and I'll be looking out for your next releases too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bless.